Welcome back, everyone. In this session, we will see the looping statement. Loop means if we want to repeat some group of statements again and again, at that time we can write a loop. A program loop therefore consists of two statements, one known as the body of the loop and the other known as the control statement. Whenever we repeat something, whenever we repeat a group of statements, when to stop, that condition is very important. Otherwise, the loop will go inside infinity. It will never stop. Your computer executes its infinite time. So whenever we work with a loop statement or loop control structure, at that time, the termination condition, when to stop, is very important and from where to start. So we need to initialize and increment a counter and test its value at an appropriate place in the program for the completion of the loop. So depending on the position of the control statement in the loop, a control structure may be classified either as an entry control loop or exit control loop. At which point you are checking your condition, that tells whether it is entry control before executing any statement, any body part. If you check the condition, then we can say that it is entry control loop. And after executing the statement, at the end, if you check the condition, we can say that is exit control loop. So we have two terms, entry control loop and exit control loop. In entry control loop, the control condition are tested before the start of the loop execution, right? And the test is performed in exit control, test is performed at the end of the body part. In entry control loop, the conditions are not satisfied, then the body of the loop will never be executed. But this is not true for the exit control because here we first execute the body part and then we check the condition. So at least once the body part is get executed. Entry control loop is also known as a pre-test loop, and exit control loop is also known as a post-test loop, because here we first execute the body part and then check the condition. Here we first check the condition and then execute the body part. For and while loop are considered as an entry control loop and do loop is exit control loop. So loop control structure has, so this is a flow chart for the loop control structure where we first test the condition. If it is true, we execute the body part. If it is false, we come out from the loop. And this is the exit control loop. First we execute the body part, then we check the condition. If it is true, we again execute. This is wrong, right? Here we have a true because it is a loop. Okay, and loop executes only if the condition is true. So if it is true, we execute the loop and we terminate over here if the condition is false. So this is wrong. Here we have to write true and this is false. So a looping process in general would include the following four steps. First, setting and initializing of a condition variable. First, you have to create a variable for condition and you have to initialize it. From where to start? Then execution of the statement in the loop and test for a specified value of condition, whether that is true or not. And then increment or updating the value. We can increment or decrement. The important thing is updating the value, because we have initialized some value to the variable and we have to reach to the condition, right? And that many of time we have to repeat it. So we need to update the condition variable, then only we can reach the final condition value from the initial value. So updating the condition variable is important. So make sure that four things are very important. Setting or initialization of the condition variable, execution of the statement in the loop, that is your body part. Test the specified value for the condition variable. We have to check it and we have to update the conditional variable. In C language provides the three constructs for performing loop operation: while statement, do statement, and for statement. So the same program you can write using while, do, and for. So let us start with the while statement, and while is the entry control loop. It is the simplest of all the looping structure in C. The syntax for while is what? We have to write while. This is not the capital W, you have to write the small w. As we know that C is a case sensitive. So if you write capital W, it will show an error because small WHILE is a keyword, not the capital. Okay. So it is a mistake. You have to write small w over here. Then test condition. If this condition is true, then body part is executed. Till the condition is true, it will execute, and hence it is what? The loop. The body of the loop may have one or more statement. You can write more than one statement over here. The braces are need only if the body contains two or more statement. We already discussed in a if also that if you have only one statement, you can avoid writing curly braces. If you have more than one statement, you have to write the curly braces. So here is an example. Like we have to declare one variable, sum is equal to 0, n is equal to 1. So initialization of n is required. We have discussed that four things are important. First you have to initialize the value, then write the condition till what you have to increment. From where you want to start. So here I want to start with n is equal to 1. Till which value you want to repeat some task till I reach to the 10. What you need to do again and again, that is summation, right? Square root, a square of the n that we are adding over here, and this is n is equal to n plus 1 is nothing but the updation in the condition variable. N is a condition variable that we have initialized as 1. We want to reach till 10. Till that we have to repeat this operation, and to reach from 1 to 10 we have to update the condition variable, that is n is equal to n plus 1. You can write over here n plus 2, right? Again here small p is required. Now next is a do statement. In do statement, the body of the loop first executed and then the condition is checked. So you just see over here the syntax, first body of the loop, and after that we will write while and then test condition. The while is terminated with a semicolon. So first body loop is executed and then the condition is checked. The same program we have written over here using do while. So n is equal to 1, that is initialization. We perform this do operation, n is equal to n plus 1, and after this do block we check the condition n is greater than 0 or not. Now for statement, so it provides a more concise loop control structure. Three things are set in a one line only: for initialization, semicolon, test condition, semicolon, increment. So first we do the initialization of the variable, then we provide the test condition, and then we provide the increment or update into the condition variable, and in the curly bracket we provide the body of the loop. Initialization of the control variable is done first using assignment statements such as I is equal to 1 and count is equal to 0. The variable I and count are known as a loop control variable. The test condition is relational expression. It could be greater than or less than or equal to, double equal to, right? When the condition is true, then the body of the loop is executed, I's value increases. For example, x is equal to 0, initialization. X is less or equal to 9, that is test condition. We have to initialize x is 0. We want to reach to 9 by incrementing 1, updating the value of x by 1, and then we are printing it. So this program simply print 0 to 9. So this is a comparison of the three loops: for loop, while loop, and do loop. You just see over here we can achieve the same task using the three different statements, do, while and for loop. Okay. First we need to initialize the variable. Second we need to provide the condition. Here condition, here condition, and then change in a variable. Here it is in a same line, here in the block and here in the block. So let us write one code. Okay. So take one variable, say integer I. So first program will write for while I is less than 5. So let us first initialize it. I is equal to say 1. We initialize. See, when we work with the loop, initialization is very important. This is initialization. This is a test condition. While I is less than true, we print printf say percentage %d. We will print the value of I itself. So I'll put right I, and then I is equal to I plus 1. Okay. What it will do? It will first initialize I is equal to 1. Initialization. This is my condition. I is less than 5. Until that I'll print this. Okay. So let us execute the code. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will print in a same line. So what you need to do is you need to provide over here a new line, and then we'll execute it. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So the same program we can write using do while. What you need to do, instead of this, you just need to write condition at the end with the semicolon, and over here you have to write do. Only this much of changes is required. This is my initialization. This is the body part, change in a variable, and this is what the condition. Right? So we'll execute it. It will print 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the same program if I want to write using for loop, then what we have to do? For I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus, and we have to write this process part only this much, because I plus 1 is already there in I plus plus. So I'll just take this one, I'll put it over here. I no need to write this condition because everything is there in a one statement only. I is equal to 1, I is less than 5, I plus plus. It's done. So we'll run this code. So it will print 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the same program we can write using do, while and for loop. Okay. So next is nesting of for loop. We can use for within for. Okay. So one for statement within another, that is considered as a nesting of for loop. We can write more than one loop. This is outer loop. This is inner loop. So number of times the inner loop will be executed is based on the outer loop. We will see the detail in the next session. Thank you.